And now we are going to tackle about the method of interviewing. We all know that our main goal is to deal with different problems troubling the welfare and well-being of people. We are required on how to communicate effectively towards our client. We have different types: the verbal or the oral, the non-verbal, the written, and the virtual. Why are we tackling about the verbal? We all know that when we are going to conduct an interview, we are going to interact between one another. Verbal are applied in different forms, like talking, interviewing, and many more. In our field, interviewing is a permanently important activity. Therefore, we have to be attentive when we are going to conduct an interview towards our client. Through conducting an interview, we will be able to offer and implement different programs in order to help our client, in order to help the needy individual regarding with their problem, and to help them to cope up. We are required with the ability to convey empathy in order to make them feel that we care for them and we hear them. Empathy can help to build rapport and collaboration with the client.
There are 8 types of interview. First, the informational interview. In an informational interview, the objective is to seek advice and learn more about a particular employer, sector, or job. Interviewing expert in their field is one more way to add to your employment knowledge base. Gaining this information means you are more prepared. It is also an excellent way of networking and adding to your contacts. Second, screening or telephone interview. Phone interviews are proving to be a more cost-effective way to screen candidates. Slot range from 10 to 30 minutes. Prepare for it is as if an open book exam. Make sure you have your CV, the job description, list of references, and prepared answers noted in front of you. A large part of communication is a visual, and as they can see your body language, it is critical to have positive and sharp answer delivers with enthusiasm. Individual interview, often referred to as a personal interview. This is the most common type of interview and is usually held face-to-face at the company's office. Shorter interview will mean delivering concise answers that are to the point. Longer interviews allow you more than to go into details and support your answer with example. Small group or committee interview. This interview means meeting a panel of decision makers at once. This can be daunting and intimidating if you are not well prepared in advance. More than one interviewer means efficiency and an opportunity for different opinions of the same answer. Try to build a rapport with each member of a panel and be sure to make eye contact with everyone, not just the person asking the question. Fifth, the second or on-site interview. The second interview means you have been successful on the first occasion and they would like to know more. This interview can be longer, some lasting half or a full day. They often mean meeting 3 to 5 people, which can include human resources, the line manager, office staff, and the head of department. Be on the ball and show enthusiasm. Try to find out as much as possible about the agenda for the day, as this will go some way to making you feel less anxious about the whole process. 6. Behavioral-based interview, known as critical behavior interviewing or CBI. The theory is the past performance in a similar situation is the best predictor of the future performance. These methods of interview proves much deeper than the usual interview techniques. Have specific example really that highlight your attributes in core areas such as teamwork, problem solving, communication, creativity, flexibility, and organizational skills. 7. Task-oriented or testing interview. The interviews are structured in a way that allows you to demonstrate your creative and analytic abilities in problem solving through valid tasks or exercises. It may include a short test to evaluate your technical knowledge and skills. Other tasks can be delivering a presentation to a group to determine your communication skills. And lastly, the number 8, stress interview. These methods of interview is rare and involves the interviewer baiting you to see your response. This aim is to highlight your weaknesses and see how you react under pressure. Tactics can vary from constant interruptions and odd silence to provoking and challenging interrogation type question used to push you to your limit. It is worth asking yourself to do what to work for an organization that is willing to go this far even before an offer is put on the table.
Tools for social work, communication, and interviewing. So the first tool that we're going to discuss is all about exploration. It starts with question about name, age, and then proceed to explore the client's feeling and experiences with open-ended question. Exploring through questioning and commenting is also useful when the worker wants the clients to look in more depth at a certain subject. This helps in collecting relevant data, may lead the client to think various unexplored areas of problem and helping him to have insights into the problem. The example questions of this are, would you mind explaining this one? Would you help me more about that one? So the second one is ventilation. It means helping a client to express strong feeling. When he may be hesitant the worker's responses or because he simply does not have the words to express these feelings. So the example question is, do you want to tell me more about this one, and like that. The third is topical shift. So the worker purposely changes the subject of the discussion, perhaps because he thinks the topic under discussion is unproductive. A blind ally or the client is telling a sensitive matter or at present or etc. The example questions of this, that's important, but first we can get back to this to explain more what is the feelings or the clients wanted to say to his or her worker. So the fourth one is logical reasoning. The worker tries to involve the client in a systematic and rational analysis of a situation that requires a decision. He should encourage the client to weigh alternative responses and to predict the possible consequences of each response. So the possible questions of this are, what do you think would happen? Can we take this one at a time. Why would you think that it happens the way it does? So, mo na siya mga possible question. And the last one is encouragement. It is done through expressing confidence in the client's abilities, recognizing his achievement, and expressing pleasure in his successes. It is so useful with children and adults that are lacking with self-confidence or a person with a critical situation. Like any other tools, encouragement should also be based on facts and not on false premises. False encouragement is detrimental to the growth of an individual. So that's it. Thank you.